again. It's now, today is February 16th, and it is 14 past midnight. I am playing, um, Vampire Survivors. I just, I'm just so sad. I think you can kind of hear it in my voice. This music's kind of loud in my ears. Okay, I think this is better. Um, so as I was saying, uh, I am really sad today because, well, you know, they say every relationship has that uh, crisis um, crisis phase. You know, that phase where everything seems doomed and you two don't really uh, go along that well. And like I've been in that phase for a while now. I thought we were out of it because we spent a good time out of it with no arguments and no sadness, and it felt good for a really long time, and I thought we were out of it, but I don't know exactly what happened. Like, I have some ideas, but I just can't be sure. Like, um, I'll talk more about those theories I have later. But, well, it's been like 3 days since me and my girlfriend don't really talk to each other. Like, we've been on, it feels like we are on autopilot, and we just decided to address it now. I feel really bad because I almost feel like I am grieving for my relationship. Like, it's not that I think it is over or that it is going to end. It's just that it's such a hard period that I am afraid it gets worse and eventually it just becomes unbearable and we just can't do it anymore and we have to end it. Like, I know this sounds kind of stupid because breakups happen all the time, everywhere. I've just watched a video by a guy named Nico, and he said that um, it was a video about breakups because he has just he has just broken up. Yeah, I think broken up with his girlfriend, and like um, I agree with him when he said that um, those things like breakups happen all the time, and while you're hearing this and listening to this, breakups are probably happening like right now. There's probably a couple uh, messaging each other in an argument, and that's gonna become a breakup. I Now that I'm talking about this, I don't actually remember if he said this, but I think it was. Well, um, I you might notice that my voice is kind of different. Like, I've been crying a lot today. I just, I don't know. I know breakups are something uh, completely normal, and they're possible to any relationship. And I know mine is no exception. My relationship can end at any moment, and like if we mess up real bad, I know it is possible to happen. Like, but seeing it so up close like that is so terrifying, and I feel like numb almost. Like, okay, maybe I should get things a little bit more clear, because what happened is that um, me and my girlfriend were becoming distant and distant and distant, and to the point that we weren't really talking to each other. We were just answering our messages, and we like there were starting to begin with those awkward silences that didn't happen before. Something that didn't happen. We always had stuff to talk about, and all of a sudden we didn't have it anymore, and it was so empty and just felt wrong. It didn't feel right anymore. It just wasn't that happy. It was cold. It was numb and empty. And uh, I today we talked about this. We addressed this issue, and it kind of got fixed. But it was a really heavy conversation. And she says she's better after the conversation, and I trust her. I do think she is better, but I am not. Because after we talked and everything, I'm going to have dinner with her tomorrow. I need, like, I can't even talk, dude. I need some time with her. Like, I'm going to have dinner there, her parents will be there, and oops, I hit my microphone. Yeah, it's alright. I like her parents and all. And what I think we need is some alone time. Like, truly alone. Just ourselves. Like, here in my bedroom, sitting on the sofa and talking to each other. And getting things in their place. Uh, Tomorrow we are going to have dinner. Yeah, as I think I've said that already. I don't know, but we may like go for some ice cream or something. I don't really remember because my mind was rushing, and I it's just a fuss. You know, it's so messed up. I can't really recall things with that much precision. But yeah, we may go for ice cream. I don't really remember. And I I am going to try and have this conversation. I don't know if I'll be able to do that and drag her, cause like in her at her house is kind of difficult, cause my house is bigger. We can go to the bedrooms and no one will be there. But with her parents there at her house, I mean, her house is a little bit tinier than mine, so it's like it's fairly easy for someone to hear what you're talking. If like we are in uh, the living room and they're in the kitchen, they can totally hear everything we're saying. So it's not the most private place to have a conversation, and I think you need a private place to have this kind of conversation, you know, and I truly think we need that. We were going to do this today, but my brother was here in my bedroom, so and just didn't want to kick him out, so we just didn't talk. Like we talked about it, but we could have talked a lot more. And you know, I don't know. Well, as I said, I have some theories of what could have happened. Well, actually, I just have one theory that I truly believe in, but I could be wrong. Well, a few days ago, it is actually January 28th, like when it happened, and it was it was our um, 1 year anniversary. We we had our 1 year anniversary. We spent the day together, and it was all fine. And we started making out, and all just like as we always do. But things got a little bit heated up, and we ended up doing stuff that we shouldn't, like oral sex, and I think I fingered her as well. I mean, I don't think I did. I straight up did finger her. And you know, she's a religious girl, so well, I was gonna say this is a big thing for her, not for me, but that's actually wrong. It's a very big thing for me as well. But the thing is, I don't see it as being wrong. I just see it as being heavy and something that can be mind draining or something. Um, but yeah. As I was saying, yeah. But for her is much difficult because for her doing those kinds of things means an eternity in pain and suffering. Because those stuff are like doing that kind of stuff for her means going to hell. So yeah, it's much harder for her to deal with that than for me, because for me, honestly, there is no punishment. I don't believe in hell, so I don't see it as a threat. Not as much as she does, because she said to me once that that's one of her biggest fears. And yeah, that makes sense. If I truly believed in hell, that would also be one of my greatest fears, and I'll probably do everything to not go there. And I understand like the way she felt and how guilty she feels. And we she mentioned that today, like she mentioned how guilty she felt because of those things we did, and I totally understand it, and I think that's what's been happening. Maybe she's been thinking a lot about this. When she said that, she used the word today, so she said today. I was thinking about this, so it may not be because of that, because we've been in this situation for a few days, but it's the best guess I can have. Like, I don't think I can guess anything else. Stuff just like out of a sudden, she just stopped talking to me the way she used to, and I truly believe it's because of that. And yeah, it took her like a few weeks to all the stuff we did really hit her, but I don't know. I don't know why it took that long, why it has gone worse with time and not better. Because if you tend to not only forget stuff you've done wrong, but also to grow used to them. Like, uh, become used to what we've done. Like, the fact that we've done that. It's kind of like someone dies. When someone dies, um, when it happens, you get really, really sad, but eventually you just get used to not having that person there anymore. And even though you still miss that person, it kind of stops affecting your life that much. You get used to it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it should get better. Like, the bad feelings and the sadness should get better with time and not worse. So, either she's been thinking about this a lot since the day it happened, and she just can't fake it anymore, or I don't know, something else. Uh, Maybe I am getting way too caught up in a single word because it's just the word today, but yeah, that's the best guess I have. I didn't ask her that. I have a lot of stuff to ask her. And I hope I can ask all I have to ask tomorrow. And I hope we can solve everything and we don't have to end our relationship because I love her. I love her so, so much, but this relationship doesn't feel right the way it is. It's not what it used to be, and honestly, I don't think it is what it is. Like the state it is in right now, it's not the way it is essentially. I we were like in our best days like 5 days ago. Like the best days we've ever had. Like we were so uh passionate about each other, and suddenly that happens. So I don't think the she's been faking is kind of a possibility, cuz I don't know, she's not that good of a liar. I know that girl, and she can lie to me that way, I think. And yeah, that just feels wrong and weird. I truly don't know what happened. I see that as a thing that happened with her. I don't want to blame her, but like in my point of view, stuff started to get weird when she got weird. Cause I was fine, and all of a sudden she just ignores some of my messages. She doesn't talk to me. I mean, she doesn't really talk to me. Obviously, that worried me, and because she was never that way. So I was really, really worried. And like, I truly have no idea of what could have happened. Maybe she is like in her days, you know, like how can I say it? I don't know the name of it in English, but it's like premenstrual. I don't know. It's like she's on her period or something. Truly, I'm not the best to talk about this stuff, but it's a possibility. Maybe she's in those days, and all of that is coming back to her mind, and well, it's been some important weeks for church, so maybe that's why everything is coming back like this. I don't know. So many doubts. I can't really figure out stuff just purely on logic, because obviously information is lacking right here, right now. I mean, whatever. So, there's not much I can do besides just wait. I have been talking for a long time now. It's almost 1 a.m. It's now midnight and 40 minutes. Yeah, and my feet is itching. Uh, yeah, I am. I think I feel better now that I've talked all of this. It definitely helped me put my thoughts in order, because I was feeling so bad in the beginning of this audio. I was feeling like like everything was gonna end, and now I am not as hopeless as I was. Uh, I feel like if I talk to her, I can get another chance. I mean, not another chance, because I think I can make things work. You know? I think I can make stuff good again and like make everything go back to normal. I just feel really, really weird right now. Yeah, like I was contemplating like breaking up with her and how would my life be breaking up with her, and it just everything seems so empty when I imagine that possibility. Like, can I truly, truly let go of all of that? And like, it's been a year of my life, almost a year and a month at this point. I am so used to have her in my life that I don't think I can not have it. And I mean, of course I can. Like, I wasn't born with her, and I lived pretty much my entire life without her, but I've I've been truly happy with her. She made me a happier person. She made me a better person. And even if it ends, even if like the finale is bad and sad, even if that, which is like the worst outcome, happens, I'm still happy that all of this story happened, that I had this experience. I don't think it's gonna end. I'm just like saying, if it ended, I I think it would be worth it. Not that it would be worth it. It would have been worth it. Like my relationship. I think uh, it wouldn't be better to like undo it. You know. Um, I don't think it would. Definitely. It changed me a lot. It made me grow a lot. It made me learn a lot. And yeah, I am so afraid of it ending. Like I've said that already, but when I imagine not dating her, like not getting married to her in the future, and it just doesn't make sense. It has been like my life plan. Not my entire life plan, obviously, but it's been like what I want for life. Like I want my job and everything, but in all of those things, I imagine her. I see her as uh, my ground. You know, maybe my ground is a hard term, but I see her as something that's essential. You know, uh, emotionally dependent, and yeah, I think I am. But also, letting go without feeling bad is weird. We can't not get sad. I think that's impossible. If you truly love your partner, and I don't know, it's love in such a pure form, and it still has issues, and it still has problems. We still have arguments, even though it's like the best love experience I could imagine me having. It's way better than everything I've idealized, and better than everything that I could idealize, even though it's not ideal. Which sounds poetic, even. But yeah, I just hope all that coldness she's treating me with ends, and she goes back to the woman I love. Uh, I just can't stop thinking about that Joji song, like a glimpse of us. I constantly, I'm constantly getting glimpses of us, like what our relationship is when we are on good terms, when we're not sad, when we're not like that. Like, those people that are there for each other always and always try to help each other, always trying to make sure each other feel better, always caring for each other. And honestly, I maybe this is the experience I need to have to realize what I've been doing wrong. Because honestly, I'm not the best boyfriend I could be. I try to be, but sometimes feelings get in the way of logic, and you may think that in a relationship, logic is not as important as feelings, but I would say it is. Because logic is what makes you not be an asshole when you're feeling bad, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling like you're, uh, when you feel like you're, what's the word? I forgot the word completely. When you're being treated like when you're being taken for granted. That's the term I was searching for. When you feel like you've been injusticed. Is that the right term? Like you've been treated with injustice, with unfairness. Logic can make you solve stuff in the best way possible, and being calm, being logic, and not letting those bad feelings get in the way. It's a crucial thing for me. Like not for me, but I think for everyone. If you're able to do that, that's such a good skill and a very important one as well. It can bring you a lot of good stuff. And I think that's a skill I have to exercise more. Because when I get get sad, when I feel bad, I get silent. When you're silent, the distance and the coldness and all of that just grows because of the lack of information, not knowing what's happening, and I've been treating her with that as well. Just as much, if not more, than she's been treating me with lack of information and coldness. Maybe I've been just as cold as she is. I like talking about my feelings with her, but I think that's important. I think that's a good thing, but sometimes I think I get in the way of her feelings. Sometimes maybe I do not give space for her to talk. Maybe that's something that's lacking in my relationship. Giving her space to talk. Maybe I talk a lot and all the time. Maybe that's one of the things I have to change. And I am for sure going to try and change that. And that's a realization I've had multiple times, as weird as it sounds. But it's just something that doesn't stay on my mind, and I need to make it stay. Otherwise, I don't think I'll be able to have a relationship. Not only with my current girlfriend, but also with anyone else. Like it's not only for romantic relationships, but also for any kind of relationship. Being fair, being treated the way you want to be treated, which is something I haven't been doing. I've been kind of treating her the way she treated me. So she treated me bad once, I treat her bad, and then she treats me bad back. I treat her bad, and we get in this stupid, endless cycle. And I mean, we're not like emotionally abusive or something. It's just that sometimes she responds my messages in a cold way. I go and respond in a colder way. And that's something that's not very easy to fix because when you're sad, sometimes you just don't want to deal with stuff. You just want to run away and you just don't want to think about it. And that's one of the reasons why, at least I think that's one of the reasons why we are so cold when we're sad. Like, we just don't want to deal with it. We just want to wait and run away and hope everything that fixes itself. You know? And that's hard. That's hard to happen. And yeah, I just don't know. I am sleepy now. I'm so sleepy, and I think that's everything I got to talk about. I. It's already midnight 53, so the audio must be around 40 minutes long. It's already very long. So I'm going to sleep. I don't know where I'm gonna. Not where, but when I'm gonna upload this. So yeah, maybe tomorrow. If I remember to do it. So yeah, I hope everything fixes, and I am gonna give you guys an answer or record an answer to like what happened and the end of it all. The end of it all, I mean like the ending, like how everything ended and how if things got solved, if not, if things got better or got worse, or if everything just ended. which I think is kind of improbable. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I know it's a possibility. But I believe that the other ones are more probable, and that that's not the end for me and her. I think I sound stupid in those audios sometimes. I feel like I just sound like a dumb teenager. Of course, everything's very new to me. It's my very first relationship, so I think that's why I sound so stupid. Because I don't know a lot of stuff. There is a bunch of stuff that I have to learn about relationships, about having relationships, and that's something that's hard. Relationships are very hard. But they're worth it. Despite their difficulty, they're definitely worth it. And I'm willing to put even more effort that I've already been, but I just hope everything fixes itself and we don't get this down ever again. I hope we can get past our crisis stage and have a more stable relationship. I know we can't have the perfect one with like no arguments and all, but I want something stable. And I think I've hit my microphone again. I'm sorry. So I'm going to sleep now, and I just wanted to finish this level, honestly. Like I'm going well here. I wish I could end it, but I'm gonna die right now. Yeah, I just died. I have no idea what killed me. I thought I was good, so yeah. That was unintentional, but it is good that it happened. So that's it. I hope everything fixes. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to sleep now, and bye bye.